So this is site 7. Right here we have 2 trees that are perfect for my hammock. We've put the tent right here in this grassy area. Then we have our fire ring. You can see our kayaks over here, which this is the perfect camp spot for that. And I'll show you why in just a second. We've got this whole little deck area is part of our campsite, which is really awesome. We've got this picnic table. We've hung our light bulb up here. There's this table, the grill, electric, and then what I think is the best part about this site is that you have these steps that go right down to the water. So we were able to put our kayaks in right there, just right from our campsite. We didn't have to go to a boat ramp or anything. And we were able to kayak around Holt Lake and the Black Warrior River. When looking at reviews for Burchfield Branch, one of the things you will see in lots of them is that there is no cell service here. There's no Wi-Fi, there's no phone service. For some people, I can see how they would hate that, and for others, I can see how they would love it. I'm kind of in the middle. I really like it while I'm here, but during the day, each day, I am going to go to town and be able to use my phone and check on my kids and stuff like that, and then come back to the campsite. So just something to know, if you come to Burchfield Branch, be prepared to not have any cell service. If you go down past our campsite 7 and past campsite 8, there is a fishing pier. And it is really nice. There's a bench that you can sit on here, and then you can go down these steps and out to the pier. We did not bring any fishing equipment this time, but when we come back here, and I do believe we have decided to come back here because it is so nice, we will bring fishing equipment. There are lots of whole trees in the water. I'm not sure why, but I do feel like that probably makes for some pretty good fishing. We've been able to see tons of just ripples in the water where fish have been jumping. There's also lots of bugs on the top of the water that you can see. But yeah, this is a pretty nice fishing pier. So if fishing is one of the activities that you like to do when you are camping, this is perfect for that. Or at our campsite, Site 7, it's one of the ones right on the water. You can literally just fish from our campsite. But if you were on one of the campsites that was not at the water, you could come here and fish. What are we having for dinner?
We're having steaks and veggie kebabs.
Thanks for cooking. Looks delicious. That's some mighty fine dining right there.
Veggies falling off.
This is one of my favorite campsites we've ever been to, but I will say there are a couple of downsides. Number one, it rained and our tent flooded. So it wasn't horrible. We were able to get everything out of the tent and get some paper towels and dry it out and cut the fan on and get everything dried out. But the tent did flood, and it's not sitting in a dip or anything. It just flooded with the rain. Probably also we need a new tent. But the second thing, and this is probably the biggest thing that I don't like about this campsite, is the ants. There are ants everywhere. So I hung my hammock up between the two trees that were perfect for hanging a hammock, and there were hundreds of ants on it. When I went to get on it, they had come from the tree down the hammock straps onto the hammock, and so I couldn't lay in the hammock because there were too many ants. Then I made the rookie mistake of taking some Doritos into the tent on our first night here. And when I woke up the next morning, it was covered in ants, like thousands of ants. I picked up the Doritos bag and the floor underneath it was just black and moving with ants. So we had to take everything out, spray ant spray, and get rid of all the ants. The ants were in my clothes. They were in literally everything in the tent. So they're on the trees, getting on my hammock. They're in the tent. They're all over this little porch area that we hang out at. So we sprayed some ant spray all around the perimeter of the tent, all around the perimeter of this little porch, and it's better, but there are still tons of ants. So if you are allergic to ants or you're scared of ants or anything like that, this is probably not the campsite for you. What's for dinner tonight?
I brought